All right. Boom, click, boom, boom, click. Look at my hair. Ain't it beautiful? Wouldn't believe I'm in my 50s. All right, so chick, pow, chick, boom, click, boom, click, bang. All right, let me give me some back. But okay, so I went on my second date. Same girl, same woman, excuse me. She's in her 40s. So nice woman. But all right, so we get there. You know how you just now learn about people. You get to see how they are. So I take her to a spot around here, nice little eatery spot, no big deal, not very expensive. You can get a I usually get a steak sandwich with with the big fries. Yes. So I knew what I wanted. We got there, and so she doesn't know what she wants. Of course, she's only been there once. She's looking and she's, looking and then when the waitress comes out, she's like, "What is this?" So she's asking what something is. And she's like, "So what's the po' boy? Like, what's that?" And it's basically something with shrimp in it. Then she asks, "What is white fish?" Because whitefish was on the menu. And we don't know what whitefish is. And I was like, that's a good question. What is whitefish? And the waitress is new, young lady. She's trying to be as nice as possible. And she was very nice. She was very nice. And so she goes, like whitefish, she said it's just fish, like she doesn't know. She's like, I don't know, but I can go in the back and find out. She's like, it's just fish. And so the lady I'm there with goes, I want the po' boy, so on and so forth. And the young lady takes her order. She goes back. She brings out something else that had shrimp in it and whatnot. And it was a sandwich with steak fries. And the lady I'm with goes, I didn't want that. She was like, I wanted to know, what the white fish was. And then I asked what this was. And then I said, I wanted this. And the girl goes, oh, I'm sorry. I'll go and, you guys can keep that. I'll go get you, fish. She brings out the fish and the girl goes, I didn't want that. And the girl's, the waitress is like, now what? And then the waitress is confused on what the young lady ordered. And she goes back. And then the young lady is telling me she's making it seem like it's my fault when I pointed to exactly what I wanted and told her what I wanted. I said, you know what? I'm trying to diffuse the whole situation because I just want her to be happy. I'm out on a date. I ain't been on a date in a minute. Except with her, I'm having a good time. I don't want her to be all flustered. And I can tell it was really getting to her. So I'm kind of trying to be the mediator between the both of them. And so the girl comes back out and she says, this is why we're having confusion. She said, because right above what you ordered says it is only available at a certain time, and it's past that time. So, which brings all me and her to go. Then why did you go back there and cook this? Nonetheless. So now we got 2 plates for her, and she's like, so what do you want to do? And she says, well, okay, I don't want this because it's cold. She's like, I'll take this, but I don't want it. And the girl goes, do you want me to heat it up? And she was like, well, no, I want a new one. You know what I mean? Like, make me a new one. So, old girl didn't want the one that was already there, and I didn't blame her because it was cold, but she could have took it back and got it heated up. But she was like, but I want it blackened. So she got the shrimp, blackened shrimp, with the whatever else was in the sandwich and came out and she ate it. and things were better. She was still a little miffed, and she was trying to convince me not to give the girl a tip. I did anyway. But nonetheless, so that it got off to a bumpy start, but nonetheless, the manager comes out and she goes, "So what's going on? What's happening?" Because she could tell that the waitress was frustrated. And then before old girl starts speaking, I jumped right in and was just like, "This is what happened. We got confused on this because it's no longer available." I said, "But we found out what exactly we wanted." And, she went back and she's bringing it out. And, I already had mine. And, my food's cold now. And I'm not eating because I don't want to eat till old girl eats. And so the manager goes, "Is your food, do you need your food warmed up?" I go, "Yes, sure, warm my food up." I'm thinking they're gonna go back there, throw it on the grill, toss it around a little bit, boom, pop out. Old girl's food comes out, a whole nother sandwich and fries comes out, boom, put it forward. She's like, "You happy now?" I'm happy, boom. She's eating, my food is still back there. She's eating, she's like, "I don't want to eat, before you eat," but I said, "Don't worry about it, just go ahead and eat. I'm just happy you got your food." So she's still eating and she's getting even more upset because nobody's bringing me my food out. We're here for almost an hour, no food. And I still am not, PO'd about it because it's just not a big deal to me. I know I'm going to get my food. Plus, we got another extra sandwich. I could eat that, but I didn't want to. So finally, I see the manager and I go, "Hey." She goes, "Yeah." I said, "I never got my food." She said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah." Boom, go back there, brings out my steak. We get to grab and finish our food. Uh, Came to, I don't know, $30. I left a $5 tip and then find out that the girl didn't even take the tip. After that, I gave Honey a hug and, she was off to do whatever, you know. You know. And before we actually went on a date, we were trying to establish, well, I was trying to establish, was I in the friend zone? And she said, basically, "I don't want to get into anything intimate," which means, yes, you're in the friend zone. And once we, got to where we were eating, I said, "Look, I wanted to clear up what I was trying to say. I just wanted to know, if you don't have no intentions on taking this any further, I wanted to know, just put it out there. If you just wanted to be cool, I just want to know." She really didn't say anything. I said, "That's the reason why I was asking you that, because that limits how many times I'm going to take her out. I don't mind going out to eat with somebody. It costs me $40. It's not going to break my bank. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to keep doing it. And I know there's just nothing there like that. It's not going to go any further." She's just like, I'm not really looking for a relationship like that right now. The truth is, she has other people in her life. That's really the truth. And, she told me she dates other men. So there that is. But nonetheless, she's a fun person to go out with. And she said the next time we go out, I'll take you out. And I think we're going to go bowling. But nonetheless, usually after we go out, as soon as we leave the parking lot, I usually don't hear from her. She sent me like one text yesterday, asked me how my evening was, and that was pretty much it. So I really don't hear from her after we go out. So there's not a lot of build up there going on or anything, and I'm cool with that because I just like the fact that I went out on a date. It was cool. I got to talk to a pretty woman. We had a good time. Nothing serious. I get to have a hug at the end of it. And I'm cool. I got my cranberry juice. And, I can go home and chill. So I just wanted you guys to know how my second date went. And, yeah, it's not really that big of a deal. It's kind of fun. And are we going to go out on another date? Absolutely. She is going to, well, we're going to go bowling because she said, "Hey, I just don't want to sit down and eat. I want to do stuff." And so that's what we're going to do. But, I learned something too. I learned that her like her attention to detail. No, I told her this. I told her you're very what's the word? Uh oh, I forgot what the word was. It pretty much means you're really detailed. And I was like, you're a very detailed person, so this is why what's happening is kind of making you upset. The waitress made her upset. I was like, it's you know, during the whole thing, she was like, I want my money back. And I'm just like, I'm the one paying for this. Like, I told her, I said, you said you want your money back, but I'm the one paying for it. Like, why are you screaming you want your money back? Like, I'm not about to ask this woman for my money back. Like, we haven't even paid yet. What do you mean you want I want my money back. You can just tell what she was on. And I just like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. This is going to be a good time for me. And she noticed, she was like, you're very good at this, at diplomacy. And I was like, yeah, I'm good at diplomacy. Like, I don't like confrontation, So I don't want her to get upset. I don't want you to get upset. I don't want a screaming match. I don't want there to be some type of feminine competition that I'm not aware of. I don't want, you to start tossing remarks that guys don't pay attention to. And look, you know how you girls do. Everything is something to a woman. She, did like this. And it's just like, I didn't want none of that to pop off, So I was like, oh, no, 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 no. Especially because young people, they're very quick to pop off now. They don't play. You know what I'm saying? So I diffused everything. And I told her, I said, listen, I used to work at a few places where people would call up hostile. And I had to put the fire out. I said, I took those trades and now I'll use it, in my little hustle that I do. And, I'm very on hands with everything. And I try to talk my way through a lot of situations because, one misunderstanding and, there goes $500 for me. So I have to be very clear. Sometimes I have to repeat myself. Sometimes I have to make 2 trips out to a house, 3 trips out to a house. But my whole thing is diplomacy. And this is what keeps my rating up. And I told her, I said, this is just the way I am. So there it is. I had a great time. Wait till 2 please. Y'all don't know about that music? I'll turn it up for you. My dance moves. Got dance moves, everyone. That's what you guys know. See that? You guys didn't know I could dance. All right, I'm gonna come back on and make some music. You guys didn't know.